Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is MKeita. Today I will be filming a video about how I organize my whole entire life. If you would like to see how I do this, keep on watching. So basically I have two types of planning, if I can say. I have digital planning and physical planning. So I'm gonna start with digital. It's everything that's on my computer, on my phone, or anything that's just digital, iPad, whatever it is. So first of all, on my computer, my laptop, I have a MacBook Air. So I have the option to use the iCalendar, which is the Apple calendar. And what I do is I just put on my school schedule, my whole entire school schedule for the whole semester. So I have all my classes at the exact time they start and finish on each day, so that it's just like the whole plan of the semester. So I have my plans for the next 3 months. And so around that, I can plan my personal things too. And so I use this calendar for school and for personal stuff. So every Sunday I look at my calendar and I check what's coming up during my week, and just to plan everything. Most of the time I don't have school on Fridays, so I always check that day specifically. And sometimes in the middle of the week I just don't have school, so I just check every single Sunday or so to just plan out my week ahead and start off on good feet. Next, I use my phone. Since my iCalendar is on my phone, I very much use this to plan everything, and it's just so easy to just go on and check.
Then on my iPhone, I use reminders as well. It's an app that literally helps you remember.
I have a section where it's school and YouTube. School, I put my assignments, my exams. Right now I just started school, so I don't really have to put all my exams because it would be way too overwhelming. But for the month, I usually put my exams and what I have to study, and I plan the start of my study sessions. For an example, I have an exam on the 27th. I will write down in my reminders the week I should start studying, so that I just have it in my mind and that it's just like concrete. So I set the reminder a week before I have an assignment due. And if it's an exam, I set it a week or two before, just so I know that I have to start studying, as I said, or if I just forgot the exam, I still have the time to study. So when I get the notification a week before the assignment is due, I will set it a day before the assignment is due, just to remind me again that I need to finish my assignment, finish whatever I'm doing, and send it. And when I get the notification the day before, you guessed it, I set it for the next day. So when I wake up, I get that notification, and if I didn't send it, or if there's little tweaks that I have to do, I remember that I still have to send the assignment. Because one time I thought that I had sent an assignment, and a week later my teacher was like, didn't you send your report? Like you were supposed to send it a week ago. And I was like, didn't I send it to you? And he was like, no. And he kindly did not take off points, but I was like, oh yeah, I need to be more aware of that. That is just like a concrete affirmation. Like, it's not just in the air and just me thinking about it, oh yeah, I'll do it later. I literally write it down, and so when I get the notification, I'm like, oh yeah, I should start. And it's really, really helpful. So yeah, I just do it monthly. I put everything in that is useful in that month. And then for YouTube, what I write is the things that I usually will be needing in the future. Like right now, what I need to do or have is, first of all, I need to film a video. So I film the type of video that I am gonna film. And then I have to get an external hard drive, get an SD reader for my MacBook Air because I don't have that, and many other things that I need to just do because YouTube is my thing. I need to get on track of things, you know? I don't want to lose myself, so I write them down in my reminders. It just reminds me that I have to be responsible to get to where I want to be, you know? These are the two digital things that I do. Now, for physical things, I have three things that I usually do, and I love doing them as well as the digital things. There's not something that I prefer than the other one, because writing it down, like physically writing something down that you have to do, is 10 times better to me than to just type it with your two fingers. I feel like it's not the same. You don't put it in your mind the same way. I feel like it doesn't go at the same place in your brain. So yeah, I'm sure actually that it doesn't go at the same place in your brain. The first thing that I do with school is that I print out all my syllabuses, but like just the planning of the whole semester. So each classes, it shows what the subject of the class will be. So I have 4 classes this semester, and they're quite heavy loaded. They're quite loaded. So that's why I have all my syllabuses printed out, and I did a little fancy thing up in here, but it's just title of my class. And then every single time I attend the class, or every single time the class is done, I just highlight the subject that we just went through. So last week I had a class on exploration of the genome.
So my mic kind of went crazy, so I'm just gonna continue with a voiceover. So basically what I was saying is that I just highlight every single subject we go through, so that when I look at my syllabus, I know exactly where we are situated, what's going on in that class, and how far I am from the exam. It really helps me not lose sight of what we're doing and just not lose myself in the semester. And I really thought that it wasn't gonna be that big of a deal, but this thing, like highlighting every single subject until the exam, really helps me focus, and it helps me really plan. So when I am halfway through of the little section, the first little section before my first exam, I know that I need to start studying, because it's around like a week or like 2 weeks before the exam. So it's just a second reminder that I need to start studying and I need to be on my ish. And it's really motivating to just check or like highlight something that you've done, so you know you're closer to the end. And yeah, it's just for you to not be like, where are we, what did we do, what did we not do, I thought we had this. No, just stay on track and everything will be fine.
Next up, I have my planner. This one in particular is more of a school planner than anything else. I will write down important things as well for my life, but I feel like I'm just gonna use it for school. This planner is literally the same planner as my iCalendar. The only difference is that I write more thoroughly, like more description in the things that I have to do. And in the iCalendar, I write literally every single class I have, every single course I will have in one day or in the whole semester. And this one, I will not do that because it will be way too long. But I just write important events like back to school or my exam here. Example here, in November, I have an exam. I have a lab here, a lab here, a lab here, and another exam. So that's like an overview. But then for like the weekly, I can write down a little bit of description for every single task I have to do. So for example, if I have an exam on the 25th of October, right here, I'm gonna go to the 25th of October, which is a Monday. And on that day, I will write down every single subject that will be in that exam, so that it will be really obvious for me what to study. Yeah, so I will write that down. Of course, right now, I do not have a lot in my planner because I just started my school semester and everything, so I don't have a lot. But as the weeks go by, you will definitely see a lot. I don't just buy them and never use them, so it's a good investment for me. As I said, I love to have something that is concrete, like physical, because when you write it down, I feel like you learn more in general. There's a spider. That's not okay. You just learn more in general, and it's just more helpful. And last thing that I use for planning and organizing my life is a to-do list. I'm a junkie for cute little notepads, books, notebooks, whatever it is. So I have a lot of them. This one says, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. Isn't it so cute? It is so cute. So yeah, this notebook, I write a lot of things down, like YouTube ideas, my manifestations, a lot of things, my what I want, what I need lists, a lot of things. So it's only fitting that I write my to-do list in this one too. So today my to-do list is very small. So this is what I wrote. So I had to film a video, and then I had to read my syllabuses, all of my 4 syllabuses, just to, you know, get my head into the school scene, because I'm still in summer, in denial. And then I have to do my laundry and plan my meals for the week, because just, you know, have an overview of what I could eat during the week, because sometimes I just don't, and it's not good. So yeah, and then I need to read the recommended lectures and everything. So yeah, so this is my to-do list. I usually do one every other day, or even, you know, when you wake up sometimes you're just overwhelmed. It helps to write it down. It helps to write down things so you can see what you actually have to do in that day and not feel overwhelmed, because it's very easy to be overwhelmed, especially when you have work, school, social life, YouTube. It gets a little bit overwhelming. So I'm really grateful for a to-do list. It's like one of the best things you can do. So this was my little video on how I organize my stuff. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to know how I study, how I actually study, and methods I use to learn, I will gladly film a video for you guys, maybe a little bit later down the line, because right now I don't really have anything to study. I would love to show you how I learn and maybe help you. So on that note, I will leave you. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.